Yeah. So how did you feel after the game now? Last week you said Carrick is on sack watch, but this is match day one. Have you gone like towards 100% sack watch, or you're still like, it's just game one, 37 games to go. We'll see how things pan out.
It's not 100% Sackwatch. It's like 10%. It's an incremental step towards Sackwatch. I
Mm.
think Carrick made some terrible decisions basically coming into the match. Patrick Dogu is a fantastic player. I like him. His goal against Arsenal is one of the best goals, basically, of last season.
Well,
And
in United history, yeah.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's the kind of game that suits Patrick Dogu. There is a game for Dogu away at a big club, away at Barcelona, away at Madrid. I want to see Dogu on the left wing. But against
Mhm.
Hull, we need a lot more finesse. Like Dogu is a kick and run guy. He's strong. He's fast. He does. He's too clumsy to break down, the kind of defensive shape that Hull set up. So like, I don't understand what Carrick is thinking. Basically, starting in there, right? The same thing goes for Cunha. False nine, away against Arsenal, like I said, tough
Yeah.
game. You want a pressing kind of setup. That's when you play Cunha as false nine. Why are you doing that? First game of the season. There's no
Mm.
need. Tillemans and Santos in midfield. That's their first ever United game. You start two brand new midfielders in your midfield. The
But
midfielder is
that's
the
why you
heart of
bought them now.
but
People
your
will
midfield
always
is
say
the
if
heart
you
of
sign players, play them from the first game of the season. That's what people always want.
no, but at the same time, you have to be, I think, demonstrate a bit more wisdom than that,
Who
right?
who
If
who,
you
who could you have played? Mino is not yet fit.
Rapid minor,
Did he play?
whatever fitness,
Whatever
he
fitness
doesn't
level
need
that he
minor
has,
to
he
be
can play.
90 minutes fit. Yeah,
That's why
minor could
you
have
bring
played
on
the first
the
half.
other guy at the second half.
The same thing goes for Licha, right? I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I like it in heaven. I like him as a youngster, but the guy to me is still he looks like a raw, youngster. He's not supposed
He's
to
a young
be
Maguire.
leading the line for United. He just isn't, and he doesn't need to go through what Lenny Euro went through last season before we realize it. So Carrick, I think for me has been backed in terms of his squad. He has the squad.
Yeah,
He has
Baleba has
options.
joined now. It's true.
He has
Mm.
options. So what will make or break the team is whether or not he makes the right decisions. Like that's it. Bruno did not need to start that game against Hull. If Why is there one rule
Skippo.
for whatever fitness issue you
Let me
say
ask them, or
Kobe
Skippo.
Mino has, whatever fitness issue you claim Mino has, Bruno has it times 12. Because not only has Bruno played more football, basically he played World Cup. Essentially we saw just as
Yeah, but
Xerxes
Mino was
throughout
there to the
preseason.
final day. Remember,
The same thing goes. That's what I'm saying. Whatever rule applies to Mino, why doesn't it apply to Bruno
Bruno
Fernandez?
came
Why is
back to
Bruno
training
starting?
first now. That's why.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if the World Cup guys are not starting. Why is Bruno now the exception,
Because
right?
he
Just
had
as
a
Xerxes has
quicker he
been
had a
playing.
quicker return to preseason. That's why.
There's
And
no, there's no
he has magic shots now,
exactly
magic
that's
left
what you
foot.
should say. That there's some weird X factor that Carrick is
He's
purporting
a
to say
captain
that Bruno
Mhm.
for
has, right?
Skippo again.
Because he's the captain, because he's Bruno Fernandez. But Xerxes had a good preseason. He looks fit. He looks sharp, right? Even if you want to sell him to Aston Villa 2 weeks later, why would you still at least let the Premier League see what the guy can do? Let us also flex our squad depth, right? By saying we have our big boys on the bench and you play the hungry guys away at a hungry Hall. I think the Hall manager, it was as if it was like textbook. They said they watched 3 or 4 games of United, came up with a game plan, and executed it to the T. Like it looked like if we played football till next year, we still not have scored, right?
No,
Because
he wouldn't.
nah, it was the so 10% incremental step towards sack coach for Carrick, but not quite. I feel better having watched Spurs, having watched
Mhm.
Tottenham lose. I
Mm.
feel better having watched Man City struggle, having watched Liverpool struggle as well today. So it puts things in perspective that it's the first game of the season, right? So
Yeah.
everybody, even Villa Emery, trashing basically. And there's nothing you can say about the Premier League. There's one thing you can say, sorry, is that it's a long season basically. And the first
Mhm.
game doesn't really matter. I think game five, is where you might have like a definitive. I think people say 10 games football. For me, it's five. What looked like an easy run now looks tricky because now we have Ipswich next, then Everton, then Man City.
Surely you should beat Ipswich, no?
Surely, surely.
You don't want to put your chest out there anymore. Last week you had chest that no matter what happened, Hall must be a win. So, and now you lost. now your confidence has reduced a bit. If you have the same energy
The
for
match is heavy
Ipswich now,
now, right?
you can't lose to two newly promoted
You
teams
cannot
back to
predict the
back.
lineup.
Surely.
You cannot predict the lineup.
Yeah, that's one thing, right? I can't predict the
But you
lineup.
should have
That's
trust in your
one.
lineup, no matter lineup you put in.
No,
Surely
If you are
United
going to
squad
win the
is
league,
better than
if you are
Ipswich
going to win the league,
squad.
it doesn't matter the lineup they put. You're supposed to be confident that you win the game.
No,
I'm not
not when you have not when you have
business now. One thing that I'm
not when you have players as
tell
like,
you more.
I think the way the squad is, right, we have so many specialist players. Like Dogu and Cunha are different. If you play Dogu versus Cunha on the left, you're getting a completely different game. In Arsenal, he played solely, so he played Martinelli. Maybe one person is more skillful than the other, but you're getting the same attributes. You're getting direct running into the box from the left. Dogu is doing something entirely different from how Rashford wants to play, which is entirely different from how Cunha will play on the left. So I mean, it's the manager is supposed to be a maverick. Whether he has it or not is yet to be seen, right? I think the squad fundamentals are strong. And if Carrick plays, if we see like Martinez on the pitch, if we see Baleba any day on the pitch, if he plays Mendy instead of Tillemans, for example, I think we'll see a better, see a better United.
Yeah, before Johnny Boy goes, Jude, what was your reaction to the game? You're trying to hide off camera. Come back to the middle. Let us see your face clearly. Because you were saying that United will have 5 wins in 5. And now you've had no wins
Him
in
and DJ
1.
Pablo, they were two.
I was motivated by
Yes.
Pablo. Me, I said Man U win the league. That's my own. But I was motivated by Pablo to support.
Nah, Angela, you brought. You remember you sent us the video, viral video of that guy that said
You
you
guys
have
said, I
103
said you
points.
guys
Was it 103
I don't,
points you were going for?
my own is
Exactly.
I don't want to die you win the league, but just win the league. That's my own. Same way he was winning matches last season with not.
Yeah, you're going too far. Let's talk about this game. This game. What's your reaction to the game? Did you enjoy it? Are you giving him grace that is the first game of the season? It's new midfield. You have added Baleba, another new person
I should give
again.
him grace. If I
Like
should give him
how many more
If I
weeks
should give
of
him
grace are
grace,
you going to
grace
give
will end
him?
next week because any leg, if we lose next week, it's clear that Carrick is doing something that I don't understand. For me, I feel like he messed up with the squad, and
But before you continue, Jude, I just want to give the audience context in case we have new people watching. Jude has not been on the Carrick boat at all. Even last season when you guys were winning, United were winning, he was not on the boat. So just for context, people listening,
Now,
yes, go ahead.
for me, I feel like the lineup won. I remember 2 weeks, was it 2 sessions ago, 3 sessions that I was arguing with DJ Pablo when you asked about transfer business. How do we feel? I said we bought average players. They are not the
Mm.
super quality that I would expect to be with us if we want to win league. DJ Pablo was now countering me and everything. Lo and behold, first game against Hull, it's very obvious that we are
And
nowhere.
are you saying Tillemans and Santos and Baleba is not?
Would you have signed Tillemans? No.
no,
So
but
We're not the
is
same
that team
level
not
now.
good enough to beat
if you're
Hull?
trying to win the league, there's a question you are going to ask yourself.
But United are not trying to win the league. That's your own personal
That's what
expectation.
I mean. I supporting them to win.
Exactly.
They have to wake up and win the league. Oh.
Carrick is trying to maintain top 4. You are
That,
talking about league.
that balance of budget that they're trying to do is not working with me. They should just get my players that will help us out. Because I don't get the point why Luke Shaw is still playing for Manchester starting. It makes no sense. I think
Luke Shaw,
yeah, he
one of
needs.
the best left backs in the league.
We don't need him. Have you seen the highlight of one of the goals? Maguire was holding Mbeumo. Even yesterday, it was hit. The ball struck the bar. Maguire was still holding him. Mbeumo still like he forgot that Mbeumo is his player. And the problem is, Maguire has been consistent in doing this same thing for the past probably 4 seasons or 3 seasons. The first 5 games, him is always in that calamity of that bubble. Then they will not bench him. He will not come back around November, December, start playing like somebody that has sense. At the beginning of our league games, he's always like the one against Brentford last season. He was calculating against, imagining that Thiago would not manage to jump over him and get the ball. He felt so overconfident, and we considered, was it not 4-2 that game, or was it 3-1 or
3-1.
something like that?
3-1.
So it was the one in defense too. It's the same problem we have this in. I feel like Eddie Heaven has Gragra. like agility in his body to move out, and Maguire has the same movement. So playing both of them in that centre back was a poor choice from Michael Carrick. I don't know. I can't remember seeing them last season playing together. Most times it was either him and Delete or Euro or somebody else. So Martinez kind of has a little bit of calm. He understands that Maguire can just go. So two of them being there can go away and then make us not to focus on the defense. So I feel like the lineup was wrong. He should have probably started mixed kind of our old like people who have been playing seasons and maybe add Tillemans to start with Bruno. That's one. I feel like he should have played a striker. This is Hull City. If you can't win Hull City, this is the little cheap point.
What's
Sorry
Cunha?
for us. Yeah?
What's Cunha?
What's Cunha? Cunha is I'll never see him as a 9. So if you like play him, I play him there.
But why
He
why do
can
you
play
bring
as a 9
Rashford on
now.
and not play Mbeumo like more centrally?
I even prefer Mbeumo to be central because Mbeumo has more sense towards goal than Cunha. So for me, I felt he could have just started with Sesko. It would have created more pressure and more presence, knowing that an actual striker is there. And I've said we should go and buy a second fiddle striker. It will help us if we. At this point, I'm trying to like get angry because I've made the mouth that we're going to win league. So they should start acting up and responding in the
First
way
5
that
games. Let's start from first 5
they
games.
can't come and be giving me hand that they want to win top 4. But we are challenging. We are not here to qualify for Champions League. So this Hull City game was supposed to be a 3 points that would have thrown in the bag. Like we shouldn't be bothering about those games. Then isn't that against Ipswich? Or who should do you want me to have confidence? Like I don't even know what they are doing in that. God.
No, the
You
next
know,
thing you can say is that like the emotions of the day got the better. I think like the first day of the Premier League, right? Even from Peggy time, it's a thing. We don't start the Premier League well. It's been like that, right? So there's
okay.
lots of
Not
room
against a
Context.
basically
newly
to
promoted,
recover.
And these
not
are
against
these
a
are the
newly
lies they tell you
promoted
people, but
this you
continue.
know a
Johnny,
newly promoted team, not against a newly promoted team.
Johnny, but before you go, I just want to give them context because we've been where they were before. You understand? I want to give them context, right? First things first. Hull City manager no carry from the championship. I'm sure they were thrashing him in the championship, so they're not scared of him. That's number one.
That was a
And
good.
number two, if a team comes to the Premier League for the first time, their first home game, like there's Ginger. Remember Arsenal Brentford like 2-3 seasons ago.
Yeah,
First time back in the Premier League after a long time. They have points to prove. They'll make it difficult. So they
sorry, last
lost to
season
me. It's
Arsenal
funny.
Arsenal lost that game now,
It
right?
was
Yes, we
far.
lost 2-0 as well.
And
2-0
how
as well.
and what did you end up at the end of the season?
We ended up fifth. Fifth.
Fifth at the end
They
of the
didn't.
season.
No, the season that you guys came second. I think you lost the first game also.
No, we came fifth. That season we came fifth.
No, the Brentford one,
They
we
came,
came fifth.
they were far away.
Yeah, we came fifth. We finished
Wenger
eighth the
now.
season
Yeah.
before, and then
Remember
I
I
think
remember
the
very
season
well. That was
came
the
second.
first season just after COVID. Just like when
Yes.
people were coming, fans were coming back into the
go
stadium.
back to the stadium.
That's
Yes.
why I remember it very
Yeah,
well.
I'm just saying that I understand it. You see, sometimes those kind of teams have a point
Arsenal
to
missed a lot of
prove.
guys that day because of COVID.
Yes, but the difference is these guys did not miss
Yeah.
anyone.
Yeah, they fully fit.
And Johnny Boy is Baleba the answer for them?
I mean, that's what United fans are hoping for. I'm trying to portray him as that he's the golden boy. You know, they have been chasing him for like 2 years
We
now.
portray him.
But
We portray him.
finally he's here. To me, United just
And they didn't
lost.
sign it for 100 million, so that should be a
Abi,
positive for
To me,
the
United
Omar
actually
Berada
just lost
them.
this game because
It's not 70,
of lack of
70 plus
preparation.
5.
Please, he's not the Messiah. He's not the Messiah. He's just one piece of the puzzle.
It's lack of
You
preparation.
guys are learning from Arteta's playbook. You need lots of midfielders. You understand?
No, we don't need lots.
You need
We need a
midfielders.
striker, please. We need a striker. We need
But
an
you have
actual
Sesko. I
striker.
thought you have Sesko
Please, Sesko. I cannot rely on Sesko for the whole of the season.
And Zegzi,
and Zexi.
and Mbeumo, and Cunha, and
This is
Rashford.
like about to be
Even
sold.
that boy you stole from Arsenal. What's his name? Chudobi.
We
Chidobe.
also need the full backs. We need to change our left and right back. We need to invest in that position. Those
What is
Mazraoui,
Dogu?
Mazraoui is running like
Dogu, Mazraoui, Dalo. Come on, you guys are stopped, man. To me, what happened to United is very simple. Is that
Dalo is still money for how many years?
United came with the wrong mindset. That's all I can say. Because I think Hull City followed the blueprint of teams that come into the Premier League and need to survive. Be physical, be aggressive, set pieces. If you watch Sunderland last season, exactly the playbook Sunderland followed. And that's how they survived. They were aggressive, physical, set piece, strong in the air, and that's what Hull City did. They game with a game plan. Once it worked the first time, they knew that was Man's weak point. And if you watch the whole game, all they were doing was cross and not. Most of their ball was they were targeting the wings, trying to cross the ball in, set pieces and all. And they got United. And the moment they scored the second goal, they were like, okay, we've gotten 2 goals. Now you come and break us down. And United couldn't. They missed some chances, but deep down they couldn't break them down. They couldn't contain what's the former Premier League boy? McBurney. McBurney was like
Yes.
Prime Lewandowski.
As
Everything
in yesterday.
he was doing everything yesterday against United. I'm like, wow. Turning Maguire.
Yeah. United strikers need to learn.
Yeah,
Need to learn.
To me, United
maybe you guys should sign him. You guys should sign those kind of
United
players.
should
So
just know the levels they
you
are.
need strikers now. It's not going to be expensive, Jude.
5 million, just 5
I
million.
don't mind.
You know,
Can I play?
Now we have attacking options.
exactly.